Alrighty, let's give this a run for our money. Let's see. Alright, first, a little word of warning. There's a ton of background sound. I apologize. I did my best to alleviate most of it by filling my aquarium, and, well, one of the major issues is that I'm using a dinky little, what would you call it? Universal laptop charger, and it's pretty much the lowest quality one I've had yet, and so I have to point a little desk fan at it, otherwise it overheats and stops working. So, let me make sure the stream is working. Yes, no, maybe. Zha. Ah, yes. Alright, we're up. So, we're gonna play some Block Hood today. Just do some sandbox stuff. I'm going to keep it at the default generation settings. Actually, no, let's bump this up to 12. I don't want to bump it all the way up to 20 though, because regardless of your settings, the max number of blocks you can build is always 700, which I found is fairly restrictive on larger maps. You just can't do what you want to do. So let's start off. This first map that I'm going to work on, I want to make it, super tech world, where build everything tech related. This game is a little loud. I don't have the option to turn it down right now. That is annoying. Let me Alt-Tab for a moment, and I will do it from the mixer. Oh no, it's already at the lowest volume. Oh well. Hopefully it's not too obnoxious, but I'll zoom in a bit. And whenever you start out a map in Block Hood, you don't have anything other than 150 money. So one thing I like to do right off the bat is just place down some things that can generate a few resources for free, like these solar panels to produce some energy, and this will just give you a good cushion to start off with when you're not quite ready to generate things yet. So we'll build a few of these, and also build a bunch of wells, water towers. There it is. And this will just generate a little bit of resources. I'll put down some trees as well, so you can generate some fresh air and some leisure. Use palm trees because they don't use a lot of water, and I don't need to worry about synergizing. Synergizing, by the way, is if you when you saw I was placing these solar panels next to each other, they would get little blue arrows when you put them near each other, and that is because certain blocks get bonuses by being next to other blocks. It'll increase their output, which isn't always good, because if you're using blocks that generate waste, you'll also increase the waste that they output. But it does allow you to increase the efficiency with which you use input resources. So we'll throw down a bit more of this. I'll just fill in this small area. And then I'll actually probably turn the camera around and start building with this setup, and then I'll delete it once I have more of an infrastructure. So one important thing when you're building a Block Hood is that all blocks need to have access. And what access means is that they have a route outwards. Now if I mouse over, you see the arrows around these blocks. Each arrow means that it can receive access from that side. And it has to receive access from at least one side. It can also pass access out of those sides as well. So you kind of create a daisy chain through all your blocks that has to reach the edge of the map somehow. Now all of these blocks I've placed right now, these ones don't even require access, but they have it. But none of these have restricted access, and they can all reach the outside, so that's why they're producing resources. Let's throw down a few more palm trees. Alright, throw down 2 more wells, and then we will begin producing our world. You can see on the left side of the screen the resources I'm producing. I'm producing quite a bit of electricity. Group fruit, don't know what that means. Electricity is considered a fruit, I guess. So you've got water, and fresh airs you'll need in order to build living spaces. Same thing with leisure. But money is important for maintaining infrastructure and also generating certain resources. Like water towers produce 10 times as much water as a well, but require money to do so. But water towers are pretty good. So once we have a stable industry, I would like to use those just to save space. Let's see, but we're going to build a tech industry, and there are a few blocks that work really well together. Notably, this antenna, which takes in technology, electricity, and produces data. It takes 1 technology to produce 4 data. Then you have these tech offices, which only require 1 data, but they will produce a little bit of money and technology. So you can basically, you have an exponential increase between these 2 blocks. And then what you can do with your excess technology is you can build these tech factories, which will convert that into more money, and that will be the primary source of our economy. I also am going to have some greenhouses, which require a lot of labor and fertilizer, but will produce vegetables that we can use to sort of stimulate the economy a bit before it gets going. Anyway, let us begin. We need a couple large apartments. Large apartments don't produce labor, but they produce youth. I could do corner apartments as well, but I prefer the aesthetic of this. So I'm going to put a couple of these bad boys down. And right now they do not have access, even though they are on the edge of the world. They still need a path connecting them to the edge of the world. So we'll use these corridors. And then if I go to data visualization and click access data, you can see that everything is light blue, which means it all has access. Now, I am not earning any money right now because I do not have any shops set up, but because these also produce consumers, I can put down some retail shops to begin making some money. Although I will need labor to do that, so I will build a second layer above these with the small apartments. Now, as you can see here, I'm generating organic waste and gray water. Gray water is essentially sewage, and organic waste is what it says on the tin. You know what, let's actually... Oh, I see. Cars are angry outside. Let's, instead of building regular paths, let's use plazas, which generate community, which is important because you can convert community into knowledge. And people, I don't know if people can still walk on this, but it still qualifies as access. It does cost more money though, which is a little bit of a concern. But if I go down here, you can see that everything still has access. Now, we're losing money at a pretty severe rate, so we're going to want to get some shops down, and I'll put these in the center. Aha, retail shops. And they require 6 consumers each, which doesn't mean a whole lot because this number is a little strange. I mean, it makes sense what it is, but it's kind of hard to get it all broken down, because what these take, as you can see here where it says rate of production, these take like, I don't know, 10 seconds to produce or consume anything, and this is all based on units per second. So throw down a couple more retail shops. Actually, let's do this. And build plazas on the other side. I have unlocked consumers, and yes, they can walk on the plazas, so that's not a problem. I'd much rather use plazas over much rather use plazas over paths because paths just take money and don't produce any benefits. Okay, so now we've got some people walking around. Now, one of the things that's important about these large apartments down here is that they produce youth, and youth can work at a makerspace. It's like a little thing for kids, and they will generate the base technology that I'll be using to construct my infrastructure, I suppose. So I can build some libraries next to these shops. They are facing in on each other, which doesn't look the greatest, but what can you do? I guess we can do this. Make all the consumers disappear. Except for one, apparently. And there, now it's facing outside. Now we'll put the shops back. Now, these people that are walking around are called agents. If you go to the inhabitant database, you can see there's only a couple type that exist right now, but the three that we'll possibly be able to generate are office workers, consumers, and farmers. Now, you can generate consumers with a small apartment or retail shop, and it's 1-to-1, I'm fairly certain, because as we deleted the shops, people were disappearing, but I don't exactly know. Farmers, they all are what they say on the tin. We might be able to generate other animals if we get a good forest going, but I don't expect that to happen. Alright, so now that we've got this, we are now converting community into knowledge, and then we can convert knowledge and youth into technology at a makerspace. So where do I want to put this? Let's repeat this pattern up top. And we'll put the two buildings right here. Where are they? Ah, yes. These should be connected. Yes, they are. Alright, sweet. So now we're generating technology, which will be used to build our first antennae. Could even go ahead and do that right now if I wanted to on top of these buildings, but I think I might want to go up another layer at first. Let's see, what else can I do? I can build another layer of retail shops down here if I want, but yeah, let's do that. How many consumers do I have? I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. I'll have to build a few apartments first. But that's no worry. Throw another plaza down. Okay, now we're going to build another layer of regular apartments. I'm building 2 layers of stairs because you need to connect. Or I'm going to want to connect. Whatever. Delete that for now. Small apartment. Alright, we're now positive with consumers again, so that's an equilibrium. I'll throw these down. Still positive on money, which is important. Alright. What do I want to put down here? I kind of want to put a greenhouse and some markets. Greenhouse produces electricity and vegetables. Requires a lot of labor. Now, in order to generate fertilizer, it's time for us to begin using our waste resources. So, I am going to begin by deleting all of this free shit that I've been working with, and that's going to require us to build some more trees as well. So I'll throw down a couple of those just over here until I have a better place for them. Okay, we're positive on that again, but our water and electricity is going down quickly. So what we want to do is we can build algae farms, which convert sewage into water, as well as producing algae. But they take a lot of sewage to do it. So we're going to probably need some water towers as well. I'll build some just for the heck of it. And they have synergy in this direction, and if I put them right here, then I can use staircases to stack them on top of each other. They produce algae, which can be burned in a, where is it, biomass generator to produce electricity and fertilizer, both of which we need, which also requires a lot of algae to do it, and I think I can only produce one right now. Oh yeah, it's pretty rough. Then what we can also do now, you can build a anaerobic digester, which will convert organic waste into biogas and fertilizer, and biogas can also be used to generate electricity, but produces a pollution which we can handle with trees. These two, the anaerobic digester and the algae farm, have synergy with one another, but the access patterns between the two of them is annoying enough that I'm not going to attempt to build a streamlined system, because you just end up making a bunch of squares and you have to like design the squares the correct direction. Alright, so now that has access which goes in a trail like this, and then these both have access that goes streamlined like that. So I'll be able to use 3 staircases, and then this will become vertically scalable. Alright, so now that we're producing fertilizer and biogas, we can plop down a few of these gas generators. And I will throw them down here. Now these have synergy with the anaerobic digesters, which means that they'll produce more electricity, but they're also going to produce more pollution. So let's delete these for now, and then replace them with plants that reduce pollution. Let's use poplar trees. They consume a lot of pollution, so we won't need very many. In fact, we appear to only need 2. And that is actually negative now. It could be in my best interest to try to balance it a bit better. The frustrating thing is, because these synergize, you don't get the exact numbers you need. So maybe instead we'll do this. And then we will need to connect these up to something. I think because right now they don't have access. We'll just use plain corridors for now. Oh my goodness, struggling real hard. So delete this, and now these should have access. Yes, they do. And this always had access, but I'll turn it so it's facing the path. Throw these stairs here, even though right now they're just going to be a drain on the economy, but it's not that substantial. Alright, so now we need more fresh air, and we need to reduce pollution. So instead of using poplar trees, let's use these Japanese pines, which consume a little bit less pollution, which will give us a bit finer control. And there you go. Now pollution is in equilibrium, but we need more fresh air. So let's use more dense trees again. I'm going to I'm going to build houses right here, so I'm not going to fill this area in, but I will put trees next to it. Now these don't have access yet, so they aren't doing us too much right now. So let me throw down 1 grass block to connect them, even though grass doesn't synergize with trees, but there, now we got plenty of trees. And alright, what is it? Let's throw down some large apartments. And that's going to bring my gray water and organic waste back up into the positives, which is good for the time being. I don't really need to build this staircase on this side. I could optimize it a bit more with something better. Could do that here as well if I had a cafe. That might be interesting. The cafes require bread, and bread requires a lot of wheat. We could do beer. It's a little beer garden, but I like the cafe idea. So it requires 2 bread, and 6 bread can be produced with 8 wheat. This produces 2 wheat, so I'm going to need 4. And I can throw these in between these just for the hell of it. So that should produce enough, and then I can actually, that can be a cheeky little get and not press the pause button. I can delete this, and I can put down a cafe and then connect the bakery to the cafe, which causes the both of them to synergize. Don't have enough wheat. It's just because these haven't started producing yet, but they are. It appears to be winter right now, so we're not producing enough wheat. We'll throw down a few more. It's better to have a surplus anyway. So now water is negative. Wheat, well, it'll be tight for a while. If you look under the little green man on the side over here, it says decay. If a building either does not have access or does not have enough resources to do its job, it will begin to decay. And if this reaches 8, then it will collapse. Anything on top of it will begin collapsing, and it's just something you really need to avoid. But once it has resources, this is an option you can turn on or off in the menus, but decay will start to go down when it's operating, which is easy mode, I guess, but it's the method that I prefer because I'm not good enough at this game. Anyway, now let's begin working on more of the second level. Where were we? Need plazas. Okay. So now, let's build some more small apartments. Alright. Those are all facing the wrong direction. Fix that by right-clicking them. Okay, so now we have more labor. And now let's build some greenhouses. Put them right here in the middle. Now, I really like greenhouses, and one of the reasons I'm using them in my design and all is because they have full access in all directions, which makes it really nice because they're a full block and you can sneak them into corners to get stuff done. So how much bread am I actually producing? Can I throw down another cafe? Yes, I can. Alright, sweet. So throw down another cafe, and then let's actually build a newsstand, just because I like newsstands, they're cute. Alright, so now we're producing vegetables, which means that I can go in here and throw down these farmers markets, which convert vegetables and consumers into money and community. And they're in the advanced public spaces section, and they're kind of overpowered. Like, these are really good. They convert your resources at a very high efficiency, so I like to utilize them when at all possible. I'm actually considering throwing down some antennae on top of these and then just kind of building a tower that goes kind of up and curves a bit towards the top. So to do that, I'm going to want some structure as well, but I'm going to need to connect the antennae. Now I can do this a couple of ways. One way that'll be nice is that I can put a staircase right here that'll give me access to up here without necessarily building anything. Let's utilize our gray water right now while we have the opportunity, because we're going to need more electricity soon. And we can build more LG motherfuckers. Alright, so I can't build this, but I can do that. And then I'll just delete this. This actually has access despite the staircase going into the bottom of it. That is interesting. Good to know. Alright, so that's all we can do with that right now. I'll do the same thing with organic waste. Just copy the pattern that we have below, because that one has access in all the directions I need. Alright, so we're no longer producing organic waste, which is a problem, but we've got enough to go through for now. Let's see. So, I want to build some structural supports that are mostly going to be cosmetic. Let's do this. This will allow me to transfer the access through all of these blocks, and it will give me a support structure to add going upwards. So now we've got this, and if I scroll down here you can see that we're using some of our technology and we're producing some data now. So I can begin building over here my tech super compartment, my technology super world. One thing that's actually might be a little fun is to build like a plaza or something coming off of this. I can build like a, do something with this, throw a newsstand right here, throw a newsstand right here, and it's just a cute little thing. Produce some more resources, looks nice. I really like these, anything with a lamppost I'm a huge fan of. How are we doing for electricity? Can probably afford a bit more. So let's... how do I want to do this? I guess I'll just build a staircase off of right here. I'll do this. Yeah, I usually like to, one of the reasons I prefer building plazas is just because I get a little nitpicky when it comes to corridors, and I always want them to be facing the right direction. Yeah, the game's a little buggy. It is in early access, so sometimes clicking on the delete button doesn't work, but if you press the shortcut key for it, which is 3, you usually can solve the issue. Alright. So now we got this. It'll produce us a lot of power. Should be good on LG. Yeah, we're good on LG. So now we're producing more pollution, and we'll want to build some more Japanese pines. I'll throw down a willow tree just because I like it. And Japanese pines. Need another 5 of them. That'll also help us get some more fresh air. Alright, we're now using too much water, but that's my own fault. I just really wanted some trees. Now, it is possible to get animals to come live in your world. I don't exactly know what the requirements are, but this area right here has very high biodiversity, which means that animals could theoretically live in here if I meet the requirements for them to do so. Anyway, let's cancel back out of this view. We're chewing through organic waste pretty quickly right now, so I need to keep that in mind. How are we doing for fertilizer? We should have plenty of fertilizer, yes? Fertilizer's down here. Yeah, we're producing a lot of fertilizer. So that means we need to build some more houses. So let's add another layer onto this. Now what we can do actually is we can generate some tourism, which could be beneficial because then we can build hotels, which are just kind of cute and I like them. I'm gonna do something a little cheeky over here just for looks. Alrighty. Let's throw a newsstand somewhere. Nah. Okay, if we go into public spaces, we can actually build neon ads, which convert electricity into money and consumers, but also they just look cool. Alright, let's build some water towers. We'll connect them to this just because there's space for them. So that should solve water problems for a while. These won't light up until they start producing, and even then I think we have to wait until the next night. Okay, now we can produce tourism by using art galleries, which require community, which we have plenty of. We're producing tons of it. Our people love each other. Uh-oh. Not enough pollution. Well, I guess we'll delete you and let pollution generate for a little while to try to avoid decay. Ah, I see what the problem is. It's summer, so the trees are producing too quickly. Well, we'll delete a few and we'll stockpile it for the time being. Stockpile pollution, yes. Never thought that would be something that's logistically beneficial. Anyway, let's throw down some art museums. Just throw them in a line like this. It looks kind of bad, but whatever. They have access that connects like this, so I guess I should do that. If I rotate them this way, then it will at least be able to see some windows. I don't know if they light up at night or not, I don't quite recall. And that will begin producing tourism, which will allow us to build hotels, but hotels require hot water, so I'm going to need to generate some of that as well, which you can do using either solar heaters or a boiler, but a boiler is more consistent, but I usually use solar heaters because they don't produce waste. I'll actually put them right on top of these. That'll produce plenty of hot water, which will allow us to build a few hotel rooms if it's deemed necessary. Just might do it for a little bit of added fun. Now, we are producing excess wheat, are we not? We are. So let's build a brewery. Alright, that doesn't have a negative effect on the the art galleries. So now we're producing beer, which is it's a nice source of income, and it will allow us to build beer gardens, which synergize with plazas. And put streetlights next to them, my favorite. And last but not least, let's throw a rock. And what about a flower garden? There you go. A cute little room. And let's add supports onto this so we can begin building upwards. Like I said, the supports are going to be predominantly cosmetic, but I'ma do what I'ma do. Yeah, Ja feel can actually build a little escalator going up like that. Build a sitting area now that we have tourism. Connect that. Throw a little plaza right here. That's going to be producing actually a pretty decent chunk of money because of the synergies, but it's not really necessary. Alright, let's build a hotel. Just a couple. They require all of the things we have. Throw them right here. And they'll just have the nice little view of these antennae. And give them a little hedge to go in front. I think that'll be cool. We are also now producing bees. That's not really relevant, but producing, where is it? Grey water's positive, organic waste is positive now. If we turn around now, you can see the neon sign starting to turn on as it becomes evening. This game has a lovely aesthetic. Can't really see the stuff we built down here though. Oh well. Can always build more. So, let's add a couple more layers. No. Do that. Should be getting pretty good on labor. Actually, we're not. We're using up most of it. That is a little embarrassing, because we are going to need a lot of labor. Might have to build a bit more dense. Let's actually do something a little different. And that is keep this space mostly open. Just use a little staircase right here to connect these. And then I want to, I guess we can throw antennae on top of these, maybe. No. Just do this. Connect them with these street lamps. So I don't really need the staircase now, but whatever. Alright, how are things doing? Doing okay. Build a top layer on this. These supports, what do I want to do with these? What do I want to do with these? I guess this top layer should... I'm going to put large apartments on the outside just for looks, but I will want to put a bunch of small apartments in the middle. And then I'll throw that there later. Okay, stairs. I wonder why these ones aren't lit up. I should probably build 2 more layers of regular old small apartments. They do produce 3 labor each, which is nice. Because the offices only require 1 labor, although so do the factories. Oh, the tech offices actually require 0 labor. Alright, never mind. We won't need nearly as much as I was afraid we would. Alright, connect all these up. I do want to apologize if there is anyone actually watching this and is in chat, because I cannot see chat. I only have one monitor. I'm in full screen, so it's really isn't doing the best I can, but this is it. Alright, that doesn't connect. Just wanted to see if we could do something a little cheeky. I guess we could, technically. Let's build a little bit of flying out on the side. That'll produce some more synergies. Doesn't really look that great, though. Yeah, whatever. Nope, we can't delete it now. The staircase. Oh no! People, no! They walked off the edge. No! You can actually use space a bit more efficiently by putting small apartments right here. You can put some stuff underneath them as well. You can put retail shops. And put bars. No, bars don't like being next to apartments, apparently. So we'll delete that. And connect these. And let's just use another retail shop. I guess that's probably where throwing all my labor into these retail shops. What are we doing? Still got lots of consumers, so that's not a problem. Let's throw small apartments up here. Can't actually put anything in these corners, so I think I'll just throw water towers on top of them, maybe? If I designed this better, I could fit staircases. I could use staircases to throw an antenna, at least on this one. Do that. And then just build a little platform above it. Through a corridor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? These don't have access. Why don't these have access? Emergency mode activated. Ah, I see. This does not connect the way I thought it did. So I did still need that staircase. Alright. They have reached full decay, but they haven't collapsed yet. Let's see if they recover. Okay, good. Managed to prevent a crisis from happening. This antenna looks a little odd because of the yeah, let's do something different. Let's put another building here. Another greenhouse. We'll build the antenna on top of it. I'll just build this here for now to keep access on the staircase. Alright, good. Throw something that lights up. But I guess the angle is going to prevent it. Let's throw a little cafe. It'll be cute. Still got enough bread? Still got enough bread. Oh, fine, whatever. I'll just... No cafe. I don't like the shape of it. Just do a corner apartment. Which doesn't work either. So I guess I'll just do a small apartment. Because now it just doesn't even matter. Okay. Put two of these next to each other because I don't have access for the next layer. I want to do that here as well because I got the staircase above it. That'll get in the way. And I know it glitches a bit, but whatever. Let's rotate this so that I have access into these. And I will throw some more small apartments on top. Now, the real question is, how high do I want to stack these houses? If I do this, I need to be concerned about access, about whatever I put on top of this, so I might just want to call it good and throw some antennae on top of these. But I don't really want to do that. So right now this does not have access. How am I doing with technology? I feel like I'm actually not out yet. I'm getting close though. So I'm going to need to start building up soon. What if I just throw a newsstand or something up here? Yeah, I'll throw a sitting area. It doesn't match, but it does provide the access, the crucial access that we need. And then I can continue going up on this part. If I'd really like to, and I kind of do really like to. Alright. Running out of water, I just realized, but we should have plenty of additional waste now to do with as we see fit. I like the way that this is going. Throw down a regular corridor right here. It's not facing the same direction as the other ones, but that'll be resolved. So we need to produce more electricity and more water. We should have plenty of gray water. Yes, we do. In fact, we can blow up a couple layers on these, because just haven't attended it for so long. Oops. Well, that works out either way. Organic waste is through the roof as well. So we'll throw down some more of these. Gray water is basically good. I can go up more if I want, but only one more. I mean, there's no reason not to do it, right? Okay, now we need to throw down anaerobic digesters. Just to get this under control. It's not as necessary right now, because I don't really need the products that it makes to produce electricity. But why not? And much like its friend over there, we are now at equilibrium, more or less. Alright, electricity. I wonder if I can just do this. I know I can't, because it doesn't make sense to be able to, but... oh, it worked. It shouldn't have worked, but it did. I'm so happy. Alright, that'll save me a little bit of space there, then. Then I can build some more goodies. Until you build this. We have plenty of algae now. And pollution is up high enough now that I think we can balance it out with pine trees again. We're going to run into an issue soon where I'm building very flat here. I can only afford so much space. I got lots of Japanese pines. These towers are getting pretty good. Okay, let's think about finishing up this building soon. Can actually put corridors here. Just need to face the other direction because they have to. These don't currently have access, but I can give them access. It's just a matter of doing it in time. Actually want these to go up a layer so they're above this stuff, not connecting to it. If I do this, perfect. So now this should all have access, and it indeed does. Okay. I need to plan this last section thoughtfully. Because I want small apartments as a layer on the, or large apartments as a layer on the outside to keep it consistent with the rest, but what happened? What do I want to do with that? I think I will just throw a water tower on that. I can't really think of a better solution. Kind of looks out of place, though. You could just stack water towers up the side, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. Throw these up here. Those are all lightened up. And then we will throw small apartments in the center. Interesting, it's not letting me build here, which means that the structure is not strong enough to support it. Let's have a look at structure data. Interesting. So it is getting pretty weak up by the top, but I can cheat a little bit, and I can't build it on this one that is weak, but I can build it on this one that is stronger, even though it'll be weak still. Let's actually... This won't help anything, but sometimes I just like to, for the aesthetic purposes, connect. It's gonna glitch through the thing, though. I'll do this sometimes just so that it looks like it's supported, but it doesn't really work out this time. Let's build... So we have space here and here that is not being utilized. Let's build more art museums. Art galleries, whatever. That should actually increase structural integrity a little bit once I get everything up right. And then I'll build a beer garden right here. Can't actually... Alright, I don't want to do that then. Let's delete this. I don't like it if I can't have a roof on it. Could just build a greenhouse. That'll look strange though. Yeah, whatever. Okay, get this back in place. We'll put... Yeah, just put more... what do I want to throw on top of these? Throw some more of these hot water heaters, even though I won't need them. Unless I decide to build a hotel. Okay. Getting pretty close now. I think it's time to begin building some offices so that I can get the extra technology I need to put antennae on the roofs of these buildings. And let's have a look at the structural integrity to see if that helped it at all. No impact, whatever. We're doing fine as is. We don't need to go up much higher than this. Or really any higher. I might just want to attempt to put some antennae on top of these buildings. Yeah, I got these structural supports did, am I right? It's whatever. I could build another one in the center. Maybe that's worthwhile. And do this one a different shape. Oops. There, that strengthened it a little bit and makes it look a little more interesting. We can turn our camera down and see all the busyness that's going on inside my little town. More or less. I guess this will be a better angle. See people walking around doing their thing. Alright. So, how do I want to begin the structure of these? Tech factory, tech office. We'll want lots of offices. Gonna use a corridor to connect these. Alright, good. It's facing the correct direction already. I want it to be at least a 3x4 platform. So we'll do this, and that will give some space around the outside to put plants and stuff. And then on the inside, we will need elevators. And just stack up a bunch right now. And then this is where the greenhouses come in. Because with greenhouses, I can do this, and then I can connect tech offices to them. And I'll have a flat wall of tech offices. And that is exactly how I wanted this to go, and I am content. Also, these will be going the wrong way, but it won't matter, because none of them will be visible. So now we actually have to be concerned about data usage. Okay, I always have to be concerned with data usage, because I can't afford an unlimited plan, but whatever. Tech office. LOL, funny joke, right? We can just begin scaling upwards. Let's throw down the greenhouses right now. Keep an eye on fertilizer and labor. Alright, we have tons of labor. Alright, sweet. Alright, now let's connect more tech offices. Just build a giant skyscraper worth. Electricity is going to be a big concern now that I remember, so I'll have to keep an eye on that as well, but we have more than enough means to produce electricity. And I can connect trees to this building if I would like as well, which I'll probably end up doing. How's data doing? Data is now negative. So that means I need to start adding more antennae onto my buildings. Antennae. Throw this on here. Nah, let's build something nice over here. I'm gonna build Japanese pines because I need to build more burners anyway. So let's add some more burners as well. And why not water towers, just to keep the design consistent? Alright. Biogas is still positive. All of my wastes are still positive. Pollution is positive. And let's throw a little staircase right here. That'll give us access to these up high levels. Can build just a bunch of antennae on top of them, if I so desire. Could even try to build back down, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Okay. I'll do this. Let's do this, so that kind of makes more sense. A small apartment. Should probably actually connect these via something. Just throw a plaza block down for now. There we go. Throw down another Japanese pine right here. Pollution is still positive. Throw down one more tree if I can find a good spot for it. Yeah, let's put trees on top of here as well. But I do need the data. Yeah, we'll put trees in the middle. It's real random looking. Alright, sweet. Now, throw down the rest of the antennae. Do it like this, even though it kind of looks wild. And sweet. So I've got a bunch of antennae. Let's be ridiculous and throw a newsstand up here. I love me some newsstands. And this tower seems to be pretty good to go. So now that we have plenty of data, let's build more onto this. We have tons of data. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now let's use up all of this data, and then we'll use the technology in factories. And I've got a silly idea for how I want to design that as well. Oh yes, elevators. So this tower is going to be pretty tall. I do have to bear in mind the height limit, although I don't think I'm going to reach that high. It is always nice to generate a little bit of extra. Oh, I'm almost out of fertilizer. But that is less of an issue because I do have tons of organic waste that needs to get processed. So I'll throw these up and then we'll get that solved. Alright. Gray water is off the charts, organic waste is pretty high. Fertilizer's still in the negatives, but we still can build a little bit more organic or anaerobic digesters. And we do have a lot of waste built up that can safely chew through for a while. Alright, organic waste is almost balanced. Alright, this last one will make it negative. But we'll put us exactly into the positives. So that's okay. Worst comes to worst, I'll throw down a building or two if we really need to start fixing and getting more organic waste, but we are probably set for a long time, I would imagine. This will actually boost fertilizer production by a slight amount. Not too much, but... Alright, grey water is also going down as well, that's good. So now we can start consuming the waste that we have produced. And let's throw down more offices. How are we doing on electricity? Still got plenty of electricity. Alright, sweet. Tech offices off the charts. Might be wondering, Kyle, why are you building all of these on one side? But I figure if we do have a side with extra space, we can use that for the factories. But I don't know. Because we can still build 20 more of these, which brings us basically to the top, and I can't afford to build any higher. At least not with this floor plan. Almost there. Alright, that's basically all we can do right now. So we want to throw some antennae on top of the building, which probably will do, so. If I do this, will this still work? I can't see what I'm doing, someone's Steam popped up. Alright, these do not have access. What if I build this? Does this have access? Oh, alright, looks like I don't have a choice. Gotta build the elevator all the way up. I'll actually make it face this way. Oh, look at that beautiful tower. So nice. Can throw a mist collector way up here. That's how you know we're a green company. Alright, so now data's in the positive. Let's actually throw a few mist collectors up here. one last thing to be ridiculous. We'll throw two more layers of offices. Alright, you go here. If I build these stairs, it won't work, but I'm going to try anyway because I don't always understand why things do and do not work. Oops, deleted the wrong thing. Just throw more mist collectors stacked into each other. And then let's do my little staircase trick where you just do this to get onto the roof. I can put solar panels up here. They don't look that great, especially when they're glitched into the, oh geez. Yeah, let's just do more antennae, and I'll do plaza behind them. Do a lamppost. Nah. The random newsstand at the top of the world. Alright, and here is our random ass tech tower. Now, let's begin building factories to utilize this technology. Again, let's check electricity. Gray water, and that's all down. Electricity is in D dumps, so we will need to build some more producers of electricity. LG is still positive, so I can still use LG generators without any concern. We're gonna need a bunch of these, so man, I always do that. It's gonna bump pollution up pretty high, but we can deal with that. And electricity is now positive, LG is still positive, biogas is still positive. Alright. Now, let's begin with factories. I'm actually going to build a layer of factories around the outside of the front, that is. The back, I don't know what we're going to do. Sure, yeah, I know. Put plaza all around the bottom. Now, tech factory. What is the access for this? Ooh, that's interesting. That's good. It actually has 2 access points, which means that we can do something a little different. I deleted too many plazas though. So what we can do instead is we can connect it all doing, oh my gosh, whatever. Put down some more trees to connect that up so it stops complaining. There's pollution. Yeah, we'll bring you down. Never did end up getting any non-human visitors. Pollution's still positive. Well, I guess we can put it right here. Put 2 little trees right in the back. I just need 2 more. Sure. And not right here by these. Because we can actually build more factories on this side than we can on this side. So I'll probably want to do that. Tech factory. Alright, time to start using up all that labor. Have tons of tech. I don't know exactly. Okay, so the window faces... yeah, whatever, I'll figure it out. Okay, so that's like that, and that's like that. Obviously, we'll just copy the patterns. We figured it out the first time. That one's good. And last but not least, there we go. Just copy that pattern upwards, and we should be good to go. I could do something other than plaza, I suppose, if I really wanted to, but this'll work. Oh, I know. I'll put trees in the middle. Could put all trees, but I kinda like the idea of just in the middle. Gonna use a bunch of water. How are we doing on water? Water's way above that good. Oh no, I messed up my spiral of trees. What have I done? I might end up deleting some of this, we'll see, but for now it's good. Obviously I can't put a tree right there because that's the entrance, but... I mean, I could have built it so that it didn't have an entrance, but I wanted an entrance. Could even do something more cheeky and put art museums down instead of plaza tiles. I don't know why I keep calling them museums when it says that they're galleries. I'm just gonna put the art galleries down on this first layer. Okay, so now let's throw it onto plaza tiles. What are we doing on money? Oh, money is way through the roof. I love that. It's a good feeling. Alright, all the tiles have been placed there. This one's hard to see. I guess I'll just have to tilt the camera up a bit. Alright. this up. Oops. Just realized I connected it higher on the other side, did I not? Nope, alright, never mind. Okay, now the tech offices. Just stack them up in a way so that they match the pattern. Oh, all the lights are coming on. I can't tell which side I'm building on. I think that's correct. Yep. Ah, the wonderful dings. I do have to keep an eye on technology, because it is actually going to go down at a pretty alarming rate. I may not be able to build this as tall as I initially anticipated. Alright, which one of these is the window? This one is. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same height on both sides as well. I could make it shorter on the left side, and it would still look okay. Just change up the design a bit. How much tech does this use? 1 tech, and these produce 1 tech. Alright. I do like that there are windows on all corners. It just happened to work out that way. I feel like this is too high on the front. I will go down 1 layer on the front. Just put plaza on top. And newsstand in the corner. Alright, I like that. I have to figure out something for these. Oops, that's pause. Let's do this. What was I gonna do? I forget. I guess I'll just do the usual. Sweet. Alright, so I don't really have enough technology to go as high on the next side as I did on this side. So I want to build things a bit more evenly. Let's see, each one of these takes 0.1, and so, but I'll also get a bit of synergy, so I can do like 20. Divided by 4 is 5 layers. I think that's a good height. I'm not sure if the synergy is as strong as I thought it was going to be. Of course, this comes to worse, I'll just throw down something else that produces text somewhere. Oh, it would appear that the synergy is stronger than I thought it was going to be. Oops. Oh my gosh. How do I keep doing that? There we go. Okay. So I can actually do a few more layers. It really does help if I build it the correct direction. Of which none of these are. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't have access. Whoops. rethink this. Can't do my little stair trick. Can just do this though. There we go. I like that, that worked out pretty nicely. Now to deal with this edge. I struggle so hard with seeing the windows on these buildings for some reason. I mean, all I have to do is match up the floor plan anyway. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. I'm surprised that I'm stretching this out as far as I am. So don't quite understand it, but it's working. I might actually be able to get it all the way to the top. Oh no, I'm at the block limit. I've hit 700 blocks. Okay, never mind. We're going to shorten this and we're going to delete a few of these layers so that we can line it up on the other side. Yes, the block limit is a fickle mistress. What's the situation with blocks on the ground down here? I can fit like a couple more. Let's finish the blocks on the ground first, if I can. Good. It's very hard to see what I'm doing. Alright, that's block limit. Okay. Alright, well, can't quite fill in these last few patches unless I can think of something to get rid of that I really don't need or want. Maybe this. I bet I know what's happening. When I click the delete button, it often doesn't bring me to delete mode and instead brings me to inspect mode. Maybe sometimes when I click the delete button it pauses, or maybe I'm just dumb. That's probably more likely. Let's get these last few trees in here. Come on, you can do it. No! I can't get the angle. Oh, there we go. Alright. I wanted to throw some escalators between these. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. I need to make 4 blocks worth of space, for lack of a better word. Oh shit, I don't even have enough labor being produced. Alright, well, whatever. My city is created. It is not perfectly healthy because I have hit the block limit. But I like it just the way it is. How much labor am I over by? I might be able to delete some layers. Over by 2. 2 whole labor units. It's a lot. Well, I feel like I'm obligated to attempt to solve this. Let's delete 2 layers off of each of these. Oh man, that labor shortage is severe. I guess I can throw some houses on here. Small apartment. It's getting better. Electricity's still bad. Let's turn these into a layer of houses. Getting closer. Okay. Labor is now positive. Ever so slightly, but it's there. Really don't like the design of this now, though. Gotta be smarter. There's gotta be a better way. I feel like I deleted more than I did originally. But I know that's not true. Alright. Could just slap it on right there. That might work. I'm okay with the way that looks as well. Labor shortage is much smaller now. We're very close. Almost got it. Electricity is still bad though, and gonna need to deal with the newfound waste. Just need like 1 more block. I think I know what to do. Throw this there. Face it the correct direction, preferably. And labor is now positive. Throw a solar panel on top of it, because why not? Alright, now let's deal with the electricity before I try to beautify this area. I changed my mind. Alright, electricity. Gonna have to deal with pollution though. So I might want to... Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's be smart this time and put them in the right direction. I might actually leave that one there. If this is just enough to push me over the top. Alright. This produces less electricity, yes, 12. No, it produces more. But I don't think that... Okay, we'll leave that the way it is. Pollution's going up, but let's deal with the gray water. Okay, I need one more. Could throw it like right here, but I still need to deal with organic waste. I only need one more digester. Which way is it facing? Okay, organic waste is handled. Can realistically just throw this like anywhere, this algae farm. Could throw it right here if I wanted to. Look a little weird though. Let's delete that grass. Gray water is going down, organic waste is going down, data is going up, which is no surprise there. Pollution is the only thing I need to deal with. I think the solution to that is poplar trees for once. And perfect. Now, for the piece de resistance, connect these up with an escalator, because currently those trees up there do not have access. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Oh, this is fantastic. Alright, so we have pollution under control, we have organic waste and gray water going down, everything else is going up, we are making tons of money. Where's my money? Right here, making tons of cash. Let's press K. Whoa. So you can see the actual values of what you have. Interesting. How do I go back? Just press K. Oops. Do I just press K again? Oh no, I pressed K too many times and the game is broken. Alright, good. Let's see. I accidentally spliced down, so I'll do that again. Alright. So here's our glorious town. Our technology super center. We have a lovely little living area over here with all sorts of stuff going on. People bustling around in there, kind of. You can sort of see them. Got this crazy tower majigger to handle all of the waste and resources, which is kind of an eyesore, but I don't have the block limit left to deal with it. That's my excuse. And then we just have this beautiful bastard right here, producing technology, producing data, consuming technology, and earning us hella cash. Alright, so let's save this bad boy and load up a different save I had, then show that off, I guess, and I think I'll probably call it good there. I have this one, which I like a lot, but it is, I don't remember why I stopped working on it. I think I was struggling to balance things, and I just like, I'm bored. Alright, so here's a town that I had made before. This is at the block limit, which is why this stuff doesn't have a roof. That is still being produced, or being added to. But yeah, this one was focused around beer and tourism and stuff like that, and I really like it. My favorite thing right here is this tiny little library with the do-it-yourself market or maker shop spaces and all of this doodads. This is one of my first ones. I'm pretty happy about it. I liked it. It turned out well, even if it isn't perfectly balanced and I am out of space to do anything about it. Yes, I have tons of organic waste and tons of grey water. Actually, I have sickness and as well as pollution because I had an oil mine somewhere. Don't remember what happened to it. Must have gotten rid of it. Anyway, I think that's about been good for now. I am going to... Oh no! I just saw that I've been playing Nuclear Throne apparently, because even though I set it to block code, I didn't click update. Oh well. I'm going to call it quits for now, and I will see you all next time.